And welcome to the 35th annual Jim McKay Maryland Million Preview Show here at Laurel Park. I'm Stan Salter. There's Tim Tulloch out by the paddock. Maryland's day at the race is this Saturday, Tim. Big 12 race card starts 11:25. First race post time will showcase the best Maryland stallions and Maryland breds around. Let's get tied on. Nice big preview show. We'll talk about three of the big races, the Maryland Million Classic, Maryland Million Distaff, and the Maryland Million Turf. Your thoughts on a Jim McKay Maryland Million Day as we start the preview show here, Tim?
Well, it's always a great day here in Maryland, and this is a tremendous card that the racing office has put forward for this year's Maryland Million, and I can't wait to get started, and let's get this show going.
All right, the features, race 11 on the day, the $150,000 Maryland Million Classic, going 9 furlongs on the main track. The race attracted a 7-horse field. Harper's First Ride with Angel Cruz in there, your Grade 3 Pimlico Special winner. But Top Line Growth, he's pretty nice. Cordmaker was third in the Pimlico Special. Let's handicap this race here, Tim. The 5 Harper's First Ride is going to be my top pick from the Claudio Gonzalez barn. Let's show you the big win at Pimlico in the Grade 3 Pimlico Special. He had to beat a graded stakes winner in Owendale. They were right there head and head, turning for home. It was a brilliant ride by Angel Cruz to stay on the rail the whole way around there on Harper's First Ride. Claudio has this 4-year-old by Painter in razor-sharp form right now.
And I can guarantee you that the rider of Owendale at the top of the stretch says, I have this one. I think he thought he was going to go right on by, but not to be. Harper's First Ride is game. That was his second stake in a row that he's won. He's won 4 of his last 6. That's one tough customer.
All right, so we both put Harper's First Ride on top. A Top Line Growth, a nice 4-year-old by Tapazar for Kelly Rubley. Julian Pimentel will ride Top Line Growth, who's a perfect 4 for 4 here at Laurel Park.
Loves it here at Laurel Park. Came back off that long layoff for Kelly Rubley and got the job done in a 3-other-than allowance race, and then ran very decently in the Salvatore Mile up at Monmouth Park, where he only got beat 2 lengths while running second. A good positive race, and you know Kelly always brings her horses ready when she comes to stakes at Laurel Park.
So we both have a 5-7-4 here in the Classic. The 4 Cordmaker, the 5-year-old son of Curlin, a big third in the Pimlico Special. Victor Carrasco rides this horse well for Rodney Jenkins. Cordmaker, he'll be a factor here in the Classic.
It's all about the distance with Cordmaker. The longer, the better. He ran very well, going 1.25 miles a year ago in the Pimlico Special. In his last race, going 1 mile and 3/16, a big race behind Harper's First Ride while running third. So this 1.8 mile distance at Laurel Park suits him perfectly.
All right, so we both go with Harper's First Ride on top in the feature, the Maryland Million Classic. That's race 11. Let's talk about race 8. That's the $100,000 Maryland Million Distaff. We're going 7 furlongs here in the Distaff. This is a nice race here. I go with the 5. Here's the field here. Big field. It's a big 10-horse field in the body, and then you have 4 horses on the AE. Let's handicap the Maryland Million Distaff. I go with the 5 on top. Artful Splatter, the 4-year-old daughter of Bandbox for Kieran McGee. She just won by 10 up at Delaware last out. She was a big second in the Twix here at Laurel Park early September. She's a 7-time winner at Laurel Park. Alex Cintron rides for Kieran. I go with Artful Splatter on top in the Distaff.
I like Artful Splatter, but I don't think she's going to get what she really wants, and that's an off racetrack. The weather's supposed to be very nice. 6 of her 8 wins have come on a sloppy racetrack or a racetrack with moisture. I don't think she's going to get that, and she's run into some tough customers here this weekend.
Your top pick, Hello Beautiful, loves it here at Laurel Park, and she's been facing monsters all summer long at Ellis Park and then in the Grade 2 at Saratoga last out.
And she certainly has. Her last 2 races were very tough, so she's probably getting a little class relief into this race here on Saturday. And when you look at her form, she's been very good here at Laurel Park. As you mentioned, she's won going the distance of 7/8 of a mile. There's some speed down to her inside, but she's pretty quick. She might be the controlling speed, and we know when she gets to the front, she's very tough.
All right, so Sheldon Russell aboard Hello Beautiful for Brittany Russell. I throw the 7-lay Weekend, who's won 2 in a row, into my exacta. Well, let's talk about the 10 Coconut Cake for Timmy Keefe. Kevin Gomez to ride this Bandbox filly. Let's show you her last race, September 17th. right here at Laurel Park. She comes up the rail. Good-looking 3-year-old gray filly. She's a 3 wins from 4 starts. This is a nice 3-year-old filly here for Keefe.
And she's a serious racehorse. Look at her come between horses right there, and she's going for it. And now she has to redig again because here comes Quiet Imagination on the outside, and she's not going to let that filly by. This is 100% racehorse here. She's won 3 in a row. She's won 3 of her 4 lifetime starts. And the time she got beat a half length for the whole thing. She's a serious horse. Now, she's going to be tested here this weekend, but this is a good time. That's a nice filly.
Yeah, so all right. So we both used the 10 coconut cake. She might be a nice price here in the Maryland Million Distaff. So that's a nice 10-horse field. Race 8. Let's talk about race 9, the Maryland Million Turf. Big 12-horse field here in the Maryland Million Turf. We're going 9 furlongs here. It's a $100,000 stake. Last year's winner, Mr. D'Angelo's in there with Jevion Toledo aboard. Let's handicap the Maryland Million Turf. I go with the 4, Mr. D'Angelo on top. He's been razor sharp all summer long for Tim Woolley. He's been prepped for this race. You get a top rider like Toledo. Mr. D'Angelo, he closed late last year to win it at a big 17-1 price. He won't be 17-1 this year, but he'll be a major factor in the final stride. So I put last year's winner, Mr. D'Angelo, on top here in the turf.
And you always have to respect the defending champion, and that is Mr. D'Angelo here this year. But this race came up pretty tough. I think there's some other horses that are also at the very, very top of the game. A couple of these horses coming in off 2, 3, 4 win streaks. So I like him. I respect him. I couldn't get to him.
All right, well, your top pick, the 9, Nick Papagiorgio. A big dead heat, a game dead heat, last out with the 12, Cannon's Roar. Let's check out that race from Pimlico, September 25th at Pimlico against 2 other than Allowance Company. Cannon's Roar is in front as they turn for home, but here comes Nick Papagiorgio. These are 2 nice Maryland breds. Cannon's Roar, the 6-year-old by Orientate. Nick Papagiorgio, the 4-year-old by Outflanker. They were razor sharp at Pimlico. They've been razor sharp all summer long. They're going to duke it out again here this Saturday in the Maryland Million Turf.
I think so, and I went with Nick Papagiorgio over Cannon's Roar in this race. They've both been in very, very good form. Cannon's Roar is going to have to deal with that outside post, and that might be an issue for Cannon's Roar. Nick Papagiorgio comes from a little bit farther out of it, but these are 2 horses that are in really good form. They're both coming in off 3, 4 wins in a row, and I think they're the 2 best horses in the race. This should be an exciting race. If those horses show up and a couple others, this could come down to the wire, just like that last race did at Pimlico.
All right, so the Maryland Million Turf, that's going to be one of the biggest races of the card, a big 12-race field, big 12-horse field in race 9, the Maryland Million Turf. So 12 races this Saturday. It's Maryland's day at the races. First race post time, 11:25, 8 big stakes, and then 4 nice starter stakes. We'll handicap the card all weekend long, Tim. We'll try to come up with some long shots. We had some long shots on the card last year for Maryland Million. There'll be some this year as well.
Oh, we'll be doing a lot more studying and getting into the program and into all these horses' forms a little bit more. You can count on it, but it should be a very, very exciting day here with some really nice races.
All right, it's a nice job to the whole racing office. And to keep up with all the news about Maryland Million, go to laurelpark.com and read all the press releases. They'll be going out all weekend long, showcasing Maryland Million Day this Saturday. We hope to see you out here. We'll have limited capacity. We can have fans here, and you can also watch on your favorite ADW's First Bet and Express Bet. Good luck this Saturday for the Jim McKay Maryland Million Day.